Hi guys, welcome to this Moneycontrol live stream. You're watching Midday Market Mood Check with me, Nandita, Khemka, and my colleague Yatin, Mota. And of course, you can see we are well dressed for the occasion of Dhanteras. I don't know
Absolutely.
whether Yatin plans to buy some gold in this Dhanteras or not. But of course, if shifting focus to the markets, no festive cheer today as well. But even though we have managed to, kind of snap out of losses, and the Nifty has just about managed to touch that green mark, and we have edged back above that 19,400 mark as we speak. But good part, of course, once again, it's the broader end of the markets that's holding firm. So both the mid and small cap indices are trading in the green. And if you look at the sectors, I think pharma as a pack, once again, this sector has continued to hold the fort,
Yeah.
and it's up, I think, for the eighth straight session today. Pharma doing well, but metals as well as a pocket is doing well. But IT and autos, these are the top sectoral laggards today. And if you look at some of the gainers, Adani Ports, that was a loser yesterday. Today we've managed to, come back into the green when it comes to Adani Ports. You have ONGC, HDFC Life, NTPC, Tata Consumer. That was also a loser yesterday, mind you. Today it has managed to, come back into the green. On the losing end, M&M, that
Yeah.
was the top Nifty loser. Of course, the numbers came out. We'll be discussing about that in just a bit. You have Apollo Hospitals. That's among the gainers. You have HCL Tech, Titan. All of these. I'm sorry, losers, losing end, and Titan and Hero Moto continue to lose. Looking at M&M numbers,
Yeah.
Yatin, revenues and profits have been above estimates, but it's the margins that have
Yeah.
disappointed, 12% or thereabouts, on a YOY basis. I believe there is a one-time
Yeah.
revenue
So there are
boost.
two kinds of other incomes in the
Hmm.
financials of M&M. So if you look at the standalone income, there is income from investments, which
Hmm.
is usually the kind of dividend income that they get from companies like Tech Mahindra, Mahindra Holidays,
Okay.
and Mahindra and Mahindra Financial. So all the
Hmm.
subsidiaries investment income is recognized as
Okay.
other income, and there
Hmm.
is a normal other income which most companies have. So
Hmm.
there were two components, and existing for that, the margins have come in
Okay.
at close to 12.1%.
Hmm.
I think the street was working with a number of 12.5, 13% on the higher
Hmm.
side. So yes, the disappointment has come in on the margins, especially
Hmm.
for the tractor segment. So
Yeah.
there where the margins have been coming under pressure is what you can see from the
Hmm.
segmental results.
Right.
Slightly weaker on the margins
Margin
front.
front, right? Yatin, as I was mentioning, it's the mid and small cap end of the
Yeah.
markets, and today as well, some result reactions we can see. But before we talk about that, Mamaearth,
Hmm.
what a stellar recovery after a
Yes.
15% crash. In the morning today. Right now, when I checked 10 minutes ago, it was up somewhere around 3% or thereabouts. But anything you're picking up? Is there a lot of
Yeah.
buying coming in at lower levels?
So
Because after
so
crashing
yeah.
15%, we saw
So I think this
18% recovery.
report from
Jeffries,
Jeffries has
yeah.
led to the recovery, because Jeffries has initiated a buy on Honasa Consumer, which is the
Hmm.
parent of Mamaearth. Now the target is 520, which
Yeah.
means that from the current market price, Jeffries
Doubling
is looking
almost.
like a 70-75% kind of
Ah.
upside, and probably that is the reason why the stock moved quickly post the release of that report. So Honasa
Hmm.
Consumer right now around that 300 rupees mark, and I think today's low was close to
Below 300 rupees.
256. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was the low,
Yeah.
and 50 rupees kind of a recovery is what we saw in that
Hmm.
stock. M&M as we speak is trading
Hmm.
down 1%, so pressure coming in there.
Hmm.
But Nandita, the mid cap end of the market remains, good momentum
Yeah.
wise. Engineers India came out with numbers, and post numbers stock is up 6%. Natco Pharma, Aurobindo Pharma, these pharma stocks are doing well. In fact, Aurobindo Pharma, the numbers were better than street expectation. That stock is up 3%. Z, the numbers were better than expectation. That stock is up
Hmm.
2% last time I checked. But what's not doing well is McDowell. That stock is down 5%, which is United Spirits. Piramal
Hmm.
Enterprises is down 4%. Z, as we speak, has moved to the day's low, 4% down. So
Yeah.
from a strong opening to a weak momentum right now. Apart from that, if you look at other stocks in the FNO which are active, MCX, that stock is up 4%. NMDC is up 3% ahead of earnings. So good momentum seen there. But if you look at the mid cap end of the market, we have stocks like KPIT Technologies, PFC, REC, Godrej Properties
Hmm.
hitting fresh 52-week highs, and stocks are up anywhere between 2 to 5%.
Right, I was just checking out Honasa once again, Yatin. I think it has once again slipped into the red. So it's quite volatile at the current juncture. But other results to watch out for today, the likes of Eicher Motors, you have ONGC, Coal India, some of the other numbers that we'll be watching out for, aside of M&M, which just came out right now. And of course, Yatin, I think also want to highlight that what's souring sentiment when it comes to the markets is the fact that we had a speech coming in from the US Fed chairperson last night, wherein he said that the Fed may not have done as much to curb rising prices. So that means there could be more rate hikes to come. Because till now we were thinking that okay, the rate hike cycle has peaked out, and perhaps we have seen the kind of pivot that everybody was waiting for. But after yesterday's commentary, looks like we could perhaps look at another rate hike coming in, and even the fact that the Fed could look at an early rate cut that seems to be fading now, which is why we saw some of these US stocks and Asian markets also react negatively. In fact, last night S&P 500 had snapped out of an 8-day winning streak, which is the longest in 2 years, which is what is souring sentiment. But for us, we've been fairly listless. We haven't really seen any big cuts coming in, thankfully. And even I was looking at the screen, rupee has also slipped to a record low versus the dollar. I was talking to Ghazal Jain, about investments in gold, given the fact that today is Dhanteras. She was saying that one should really stagger their investments in gold, given the fact that we've seen a sharp run up in prices, but going forward with the strengthening of US dollar, prices may dip. That is when one should actually look at buying into gold. Right now, it's obviously festival season, and given the Indian community's love for gold, obviously people will go and buy, but you should look at buying in a staggered manner. That's the word on gold. But with that, I think we have come to the end of this midday market mood check. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Of course, come back and join us on Closing Bell. We'll be talking about some stocks to watch out for in the new Samvat. So join in and get your share of Samvat picks, as well as where the markets are headed as we head into the Mamaearth session. With that, goodbye, and stay tuned to Moneycontrol for all your other news and updates.
We have the best Diwali party in town. Stocks, songs, patakas with some of the most admired investors on the Lal Street.
Diwali is not just about lights, it's also about illuminating your financial future. So join me in our exclusive Diwali stock market extravaganza.
We'll dissect the market trends, unwrap hidden opportunities, and light up your portfolio with expert insights.
In the spirit of Diwali, come discover some hidden gems that can light up your investment journey.
From Diwali picks to strategic play, we've got you all covered. Don't miss out on the financial fireworks.
You don't want to miss it. See you on November 10th, 4:30 p.m.